Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Casey Bingham, the women's soccer coach. We are just about midway through our season, and I just want to let you guys know how we're doing and kind of our goals and expectations moving forward. So right now we are 4-2-1 in the Pac West, which is pretty good. We've had some good games. We've also had some late losses or ties that we felt that we should have been able to take care of. So this last week we've actually had 4 games in about 8 days. So it's been a busy week for us. We were 1-1 on the week and had to go into 2 overtimes. So 1 overtime we were able to walk away with the win, and the other was ended in a tie. Currently we're tied for 3rd place in the conference, which is good. Ultimately, we're striving to finish at the top. So we still have some games to go that can put us there if we come to perform. So this weekend we go to the Bay Area in California. We've got 2 games against Holy Names and Academy of Arts, and we play Saturday and Monday. So those are 2 games that we're looking forward to and we're expecting good results from. And then moving forward, we still have some tough games ahead of us, but can also put us in a good spot to finish where we want to finish up. I brought a couple ladies with me, Stacy and Megan. Stacy is our starting goalkeeper, and Megan is one of our starting forwards this year, who have both done really well for us. So I'm going to pass the mic over to them and let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Stacy Gubler. I'm the goalkeeper, like she said. I'm a sophomore this year, and I'm going into nursing. This season's been pretty well for us. We're 4-2-1 in conference right now, so that's good. We've been doing really well in our games, and really strong in the back, really strong in the top. Just kind of having trouble finishing games, but we're working on it, and we've been doing really well. So we're looking forward to this weekend to get some more wins. So that's about it.
Hello, I'm Megan Marchbanks. I'm a forward for Dixie State soccer team, and I'm from Springville, Utah. I don't know what I'm majoring in yet, but I enjoy playing for the soccer team, and this year has been really fun. We've had a lot of new additions, and for playing, we've done really well. We've had a couple bumps in the road, but we go out and practice, and between the team and the coaches, we figure out what we need to be doing wrong and fix what we're doing wrong. And so we're really looking forward to the next couple games and getting some wins to put us back up to top 2 so we can get to conference.
Other than that, just this past week, Megan has scored a goal for us. Stacy stopped a PK for us, which were both big accomplishments for both of these ladies. They've both been standout players, so we're happy to have them, and they're also great examples of character and leadership that we want on the team. So I appreciate them coming and speaking with us. But other than that, I think we always appreciate all the support that we get from the school and the boosters, and we're looking forward to finishing out strong in our season, and we also wish all the other teams luck moving forward as well. Thank you.
I want to thank everybody for coming out for what I believe is the very first annual Derek Dawes birthday luncheon. So happy birthday, Derek. So appreciate everything you do for all of us. So, but anyway, just kind of touch base on men's soccer. Again, been a little bit of a trying year for us, but I believe we're making some positive steps going forward. Lou Holtz, I think it was, said that, hey, there's losing teams, winning teams, and good teams that haven't figured out how to win yet. And I believe that's where we're at with this group. We have a young group, 14 freshmen. When you look back at where we're at on the year and the things that we're doing compared to previous years, we're just over midway point through the year. We've already scored more goals this year than we did the whole previous year before. So again, we've had 21 goals, I believe we had scored, and 10 different people scoring goals, and so that's a pretty good indication. We have a real talented group of guys here, and very proud of them. I love working with them every day. It's nice to have, finally, we have a roster of 29 guys, and every one of them is a very good soccer player, and which makes it a very good competition day to day, and it helps us compete every day. If you've been to our games, again, hopefully you've enjoyed them, I think they're very entertaining games, and the guys that work hard every day. So I got a couple of players here I want to introduce, Alex Lawhun and Eric Schallenberger. Both guys have been here for 3 years. Eric's actually our leading goal scorer right now with 4 goals, and Alex has been playing in the back, and we're kind of moving him up top a little bit to help see if we can't get a few more goals going forward. But I'll let them talk to you for a minute, and then I'll finish up.
Hello, everybody. My name is Alex Lawhun. I'm a junior from Draper, Utah. I am an integrated studies major with emphasis on communications and music. Like Coach said, it's been a trying season for us. We're doing well. We're in every single game, but we just don't have that extra push to get that winning goal or that tying goal or something. We went down 2-0 this past weekend against who's it? Hilo. Sorry, Hilo. And we went into halftime kind of with our heads down, but we came out the second half, heads held high. We just came out with the mentality of us going up to either win or get the tie, and we ended up getting the tie. That pretty much was an epitome of our season right there. We'd never really give up. So we're trying to finish out the season strong, get back to 500, and I feel like we can. So once again, thanks for coming out too.
How's it going? My name is Eric Schallenberger. People call me Strawberry on the soccer field. I'm a junior from Las Vegas, Nevada. My major is business administration. Like Coach and Alex said, not quite the expectations we had on the year. We brought in a lot of good players this year. But I think that every game we're taking steps moving forward to where we ultimately want to be, whether that be at the rest of the season or next season, who knows, time will tell. But just as a team, we've been in every game. I don't think there's one game, maybe besides the Hawaii Pacific game, that we haven't been in. But it's just one of those years for us, and I think that we'll take steps moving forward. Thank you for coming out.
Again, I love working with these guys, quality guys. Again, we're a young group, got 14 freshmen on the roster. But it's like you said, we've been in every game, and soccer's maybe one of the most cruel games to play in. You know, you can do all the right things and have the ball for the majority of the time, and it just takes one breakdown, and the game's over for you sometimes. And it's hard to deal for us, and it's a little different because we don't have the ability to call timeout and fix things on the fly and say, hey, we got to make these adjustments. It's a player's game. They've got to see those things, and the field's too big for me to communicate all the way across one thing or another. So, but these guys keep working hard, and they move forward. And it's like you said, you know, we've seemed to take those progress. We came back. I was very proud of the guys and how hard they played the second half against Hilo. I think there hasn't been a team we haven't made the adjustments at halftime that has outplayed us in the second half. We just got to be able to read those games a little bit better at the beginning and make those adjustments. But that's coming. And but very proud of this group. We got a couple road games ahead of us, and then come back for a couple more, 6 games left in our season. But the one thing about this group, they're winners. They're guys who've always won, and they believe, and we believe, we're going to run the table on the rest of the season. And we're looking forward to getting on the road and then coming back and playing. So, I know there was a question here about from this table here about what was going on in our last game. A little bit of gamesmanship there. A lot of people with Strawberry. If you notice, he didn't play against Hilo. He had 5 yellow cards, and so when you get 5 yellows, you have to miss a game. And in Strawberry, if you've watched him play, a very aggressive player. He just goes and goes. He doesn't know how to do anything else other than play hard. And he's probably one of the guys that I would say I'm the most proud of in my program. He was kind of one of those guys that came to me and said, Coach, I just want an opportunity to show that I can play. I watched him play for years and moved around at different places. The one thing I always noticed about him is he gave 100% every time he touched the field, regardless of what the score was. And so when we brought him in, and he said, you know, student-wise, maybe not the best student, but he goes, Coach, I just want an opportunity to prove I can be a top player. And he's absolutely grown into that in the classroom and on the field. But anyway, to go back to where we are and why he didn't play against Hilo, he was sitting at 4 yellows. And, you know, his aggressive style, we knew we had 2 road games coming up. And if he would have got a 5th yellow against Hilo, he would have been missing a game when we were on the road, which we figured, you know, we'd rather have him on the road, stronger teams there. We thought we'd be okay against Hilo without him if we could do that. And so you were at the game before, there's about 30 seconds, and we had talked about this the day before with him and said, Eric, this is where you're at. What are the chances, you know, pretty good chances you're going to get a yellow just based off the way you play. You know, he's realistic, he understands who he is, and so we said, hey, when you get to the final minute of play, Eric, regardless of what the score is, you need to get a yellow. And so that you miss the Hilo game and not on the road. And so if you were at that game, I know a lot of people were going, wow, that kid is just a jerk. Why don't the coaches get control of that kid? Well, if you remember right at the very beginning, right in front of us, he commits a foul, which was a pretty hard foul, hoping that the yellow would come. Well, the referee being, you know, going, well, there's 30 seconds to go. This game is pretty much over. Why would I want to card somebody with 30 seconds? So he stands up, and the other team's calling for a yellow card, and nothing. He just kind of tells Eric, hey, you know, game's almost over. Let's just not do that. And so they put the ball down, and Eric goes and stands right in front of the ball if he saw what was going on. And the referee came and asked him to move back. So Eric moved back, and as soon as he left, he went back where he was. And the referee's like, hey, you know, and I just looked at the ref. I said, just card him. And the referee looked at me like, what are you saying? I said, just card him. And he wouldn't do it again. He asked Eric nicely to move back and walked Eric back. And by then, some of their players had come and stood in front of the ball as well, and we're talking. So the referee leaves, and now Eric goes back and starts to kick the ball away a little bit. And they're like 3 of their players trying to push him off, and Eric's still being, and I can hear everybody in the stands going, what is wrong with that kid? Coach, get that kid out of there. That's uncalled for. But it's all just part of, again, the strategy and the planning of this game and the kind of things you got to do. With it. So yeah, he's not as big a jerk as some of you guys thought he was, and we do have control of him for the most part, but it was all in the plans, and it's hopefully, you know, actually it ended up working out a little bit for us as well, because we had another player get a red card on the last game, and so instead of missing 2 guys, we're going to be missing 1, but it's all part of the gamesmanship, and Eric's a good kid, and very proud of him and the rest of the team. So any other questions there? Okay, good. Yeah, you're some of the people in there going, yeah, what's wrong with that kid? Yeah. So, but hey, that's the story to it, and I appreciate you guys coming out to the games. The guys sure love playing here at home, so thanks.
I'm Coach Decker with the cross-country team, if you don't know me. Today I brought with us the captains from each of our teams, men's and women's teams. First, Skylar Tarver is a captain for our women's team this year. She's a senior and the first runner we've ever had in the cross-country program here to go 4 years and be a senior. So we're excited to have her leadership on the team, and she just keeps getting better and better and has really stepped it up this year for her senior year, and showing a lot of improvement from the past year. And she's been one of our top runners every year she's been here, so she's really stepped it up this year. And we have Rodney War for the men. This is his 3rd year, and he's been the leader for our men's team each year he's been here. So we love having experienced captains on the team to lead the way in practice and in races. So I'll just let them introduce themselves.
All right. Hello. Yeah, my name is Skylar Tarver. I'm the women's cross-country team. I'm from Wrightwood, California, and I'm a senior this year, and I'm majoring in human communications. Like Coach said, this is my 4th year running here. They started the program my freshman year, so I'm the only one that pushed through all 4 years. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but yeah, it's been really neat to run every single year, and you know, basically a new team like every single year. So it's been hard to, you know, get a team that's been consistent every single year. But I feel like every single year that I've been here, we just grow and we get better every single year. So it's been really neat to see that. But yeah, we're doing awesome this year. We have a race this weekend in San Diego, so it'll be nice to race against
lot of teams because we're used to just racing to like a few teams here and there. But yeah, so we're just excited to go there and then just be ready for conference. Thank you.
All right, I'm Rodney War. I'm on the men's cross country team. I'm from here in St. George. I'm majoring in human communications with an emphasis in organization and leadership. And this is my third year here on the team, so I haven't quite pulled it out quite as long as Skylar has, but hopefully I will be able to. Again, sometimes I don't know why you run because everybody hates running anyways, so I'm still trying to decide whether or not I like it or not. But no, it's been really good, and it's like Skylar said, the teams just keep getting better and better. We keep growing. It's really exciting this year to see how close both the men's and women's team are in the front pack. In the past, it's been pretty spread out and just kind of strung out, but this year it's been really, really close, and it makes the team a whole lot better if you can have at least 5 people in a group. And so this year I think it's the best teams that we've had thus far. Next year it's going to keep getting better. We've got a couple guys redshirting that they've ran a couple in attached races with us, and so not as part of the team, but just independents. And it's been really cool because next year it's going to really make the team shine and be really, really powerful both in conference and regionals. And it's just, again, we're working hard and having fun, so thanks.
So both Rodney and Skylar were both named to I think they call it the Final Five for the Pac-West Conference this week. They recognize, I guess, the top 5 athletes in each sport in the conference. So they were both on that this week, and for the women's team, I think 3 of the Final 5 were from our team, so it's pretty cool to see that. For their race this past week in Cedar City, we ran up there and it was very windy and cold, so it was a really tough race. Mo was up there watching, so if you don't believe me, you could ask her about it. As soon as the race was over, she was back there in her car on her way back to St. George, I think. But, yeah, so they fought through that wind and had some good races. We ran that same course last year when it wasn't windy, and this year everybody's times were about a minute and a half slower because of the wind, but Skylar was actually 10 seconds faster than she was last year, so that shows how much she's improved over the past season. So yeah, this week we're headed to San Diego to run at UC San Diego, which will be a nice one for us to run in because all of our races so far have been mostly just against Division I teams where we haven't even raced any teams in the West region, but down there at UC San Diego, I think 4 of the top 5 ranked teams in the West region will all be running there, so it'll be good for us to see where we stand as we're heading towards conference at the end of the month. And yeah, just proud of my runners. They're working hard and getting better as we go along, and it's good to see. Any questions?
I'm not familiar with the format. Do the men and women race in the same, or are they separate races?
They have separate races, so we'll travel together. They'll run. Usually they run women, and then as soon as the women's race over, they'll start the men's race. Most of the races, they have different distances depending on the race, but most of them, the women run a 5K, which is 3.1 miles, and then the men run an 8K, which is about 5 miles.
I wasn't familiar because in the marathons, the men and women run together, and I didn't know what the format was there.
All right, thanks.
Good to see everybody. Thanks for coming. Appreciate your guys' support. Just we couldn't do it without you guys, and I also want to congratulate all the other coaches and athletes on the success. Rodney, I don't give up running. I made that same decision early in my college career and gave up cross country, and I wish I wouldn't have. So keep running. Good to be here. It's been a great 2 weeks for us. Very good 2 weeks for us, and it's about time. You know, after the Western Oregon game, we really evaluated ourselves as coaches, as players, what we do at practice, what we're doing in games, what we're doing in meetings, and everybody really came back and focused themselves in and really worked hard and made a commitment to do things right and get things turned around here, and we were able to do that. 2 weeks ago, we traveled up to Humboldt State, which was a 40-hour combined round-trip bus ride, one of the hardest road trips you could face in any sporting event. You know, I fly to Asia a lot, and I get upset because it's a 15-hour plane ride, but this is a 23-hour bus ride one way. So, And we went up there and played outstanding. I was very proud of our kids. And we were up 42-7 at halftime, which put me in a different realm coaching. I had no idea what to do or paced around, but I was very proud of our guys. And then to come back this week and play our conference leader, Simon Frazier, and have the performance that we had against these guys. We had a lot of great individual performances, great job by our coaching staff. It's kind of funny. I got a few coaches here today. When we were 0-2, I didn't see him at the dinner last time. So, and even Glenn, our equipment manager, wasn't here, so kind of fair weather coaches. But our coaches did an outstanding job last 2 weeks. But I want to introduce a couple players. We brought both of them, our team captains. I'll have them introduce themselves, and then I'll talk a little bit about each one.
How you doing? I'm Dan Moffitt. I play strong safety. These last 2 weeks have been great for us. We beat two really good teams by a lot. We kind of, like you said, we kind of evaluated after the first 3 weeks, and we're playing together as a team now, and we're going to go up to Central Washington and beat them and get in the driver's seat of the conference and win the conference this year. Thanks.
So I have a confession. The screams and the baby noises, those are my kids. They're back there. My gorgeous wife is here with me today. Her name is Kylie. My kids. The little boy right there, he's 3. He just turned 3, so he's a big boy now. If you don't believe me, ask him. His name is Taft, and our little girl's name is Taylin. So got a wonderful, happy family. My name is Griff Robles. I'm the quarterback on the football team. I'm a business major. And I've been the last 2 weeks, like Coach Brown mentioned, have been great for this program, and we're just happy to keep things rolling here in the future. So, looking forward to it, and thank you everybody for your support in regards to the football.
Just to talk a little bit about these two tremendous performances last 2 weeks. After the Humboldt State game, both of these guys were named GNAC Players of the Week, offense and defensive, respectively. Dan had 3 interceptions against Humboldt State, which was, I believe, one of the 3 players that have had 3 interceptions in our conference in a game, and because of that, he was named GNAC Defensive Player of the Game. Griff was also the offensive GNAC Player of the Week in that game as well. And then this week, Griff was named the GNAC Player of the Week 2 weeks in a row with some outstanding performances. I think some of the things we looked at is we had to get our running game going and control the clock and keep our defense out the field. We've actually been not controlling the clock, we've been scoring too quick, but rushing the ball is an improvement. Over the last 2 weeks, last week we had 275 rushing yards, which was our, I believe, our career best, wasn't it, as a Division II school. And then we followed up this week with 333 yards rushing, which broke our record from last week. So that was a big emphasis that we really placed after the Western Oregon game, was we had to get our ground game going. We felt like we had 2 running backs that are as good as there are in the conference, and obviously Griff running the ball has been huge for us. Both of them are tremendous competitors. I laugh when Griff talks about his wife, because I believe it was Jeff was telling me during the game they were following a blog, and I'm not sure exactly what it says, but someone said, a Central Washington fan said, you ought to see this Robles kid, he's a beast. He looks like he's 35, he's probably married with 2 kids. Well, there you go. I think he's only 32 though. But I'm extremely proud of our guys. We've had some outstanding individual performances. Jodon is having a great year. He's 14th in the nation in scoring, obviously first in our conference, leading our conference in receiving, in receptions, close in yardage. Griff is 13th in the nation in total offense, obviously first in our conference. Daniel Moffitt is tied for first in our conference in interceptions and 13th nationally. And then Tim Inger is rated 8th in sacks. He's really given us a great advantage on the defensive line, getting pressure on their quarterback, forcing turnovers. And so great individual efforts. But I'm proud of our guys. Like Danny said, after that Western Oregon game, we really look at it. There are, I think he quoted a Lou Holtz. I'm not sure who Lou Holtz is. I always thought it was Bruce Arena that said this, but there's good teams and bad teams and good teams trying to figure it out. But, I'm really excited about the rest of our season. Our guys have come together and played hard, and offensively we're doing things we never have. Defensively, our turnover, one thing I always talk with our team is we got to win the turnover battle, and right now I think we're very top of our conference at +5. In the turnover battle, and more importantly is we're able to convert those into opportunities for us offensively, which we've done that the last 2 weeks. So I'm proud of our guys, proud of our coaching staff. Appreciate your guys' support, and hopefully we can keep this going. Any questions? If no questions, thanks, and we hope to see you in 2 weeks when we return to play Western. One game at a time. So, all right. Thank you.
It's good to be back here with you guys today. I'll let my girls talk and then I'll talk for a minute. So just to introduce them, tell you a little bit about them. We have Maddie Rex and Kendall Wayland. Both were JUCO transfers. Maddie just got here this fall, and Kendall was with us last spring. And both have been instrumental to our success so far this year. Just that JUCO experience, they just kind of came in calm, focused, ready to play. Not the big highs and lows like we see with some underclassmen. Kendall has done a great job. She plays on the right side, and she's a lefty, which is a huge advantage for us. Playing against a lefty is tough, and she's shown why, because they can just hit wicked angles, they move the ball around, and Kendall's done a really good job. She's hit a high percentage all year long, and she's just been that calm influence on the court. Maddie came in from Slick. Both were JUCO All-Americans there. Maddie's just been a stud. She's been the go-to player by far that we've just needed. Back row, front row, serving, defense. If anybody should be gassed at the end of practice, it should be Maddie, because she just doesn't get a break. And so I'll let them introduce themselves, and I'll talk.
Hi, I'm Maddie Rex. I'm a junior. I'm from Tucson, Arizona. I'm majoring in business with an emphasis in finance. We had a really great start to our season. We're doing really well in conference. We've already had more wins than we did last year, so that's awesome. But we come in every day and we're working hard and making the adjustments we need to, because we are one of the smallest teams in the conference. We go against a lot of really big hitters, so our defense is awesome. But we always have to work hard to get every single win, and we've got 3 big games coming up this weekend on the road, and we believe that we really are one of the best teams in the conference, so we're hoping to come out 3-0.
Hi, I'm Kendall Weiland. I'm from Albany, Oregon, and I'm a JUCO transfer. This season has been awesome. It's been awesome being a part of the Dixie team and just being here. I think the teachers are awesome, and all the athletic teams are really awesome. We've had a lot of support from all different athletic teams coming to our games, and we've also given back and gone to their games when we can, and it's awesome, and we're playing well as a team. We were 6-0 and had a tough loss against Azusa, but we're coming back this weekend and we're going to beat them at their place, and we're going to come out on top and be first in conference.
So like the girls mentioned, we are 6-1. We went to the Bay Area for a week and managed to get 4 wins there. It was a long trip, but it was a really good trip for us. It was great. We got to see the soccer team play. We got to go cheerlead for them, literally, and they came to our game and just did an awesome job. So we really appreciate the support. They had some very creative cheers. We'll put it like that. Then we got to come back home and play in front of our home crowd. We've had great crowds so far. We got to knock off Fresno Pacific, which was number 15, so that was a really big win for us. And I think just kind of got these girls thinking, we're really good. Statistically and conference-wise, our defense is number 1, our blocking's number 3. We're just at the top of the conference. Our hitting percentage is where our focus is for this weekend. We're playing big teams that hit the ball well, and so all week long we've said we need to hit the ball, we need to hit the ball, we need to hit the ball, and so we've done that. Their shoulders are sore. But we're looking for kills. We're looking to score because our defense does such a good job giving us opportunities to hit the ball. So we head to San Diego. We play Point Loma. We play Cal Baptist, and we play Azusa again. 3 of the 5 top teams in the conference. So it's going to be a rough week for us, but we're really looking for some wins. We're really hungry. We want Azusa back. We want that rematch, and we want to beat those other 2 teams. We want to be first. We're tied for second right now, and we're not going to settle for that. So we're hoping for a good week, and thank you for all your support. Any questions?
The preceding program was produced by the Community Education Channel and is available online free at vodov.com.